This is Because You Are You. It's a children's book about love and imagination and being exactly who you are. This is written by the wonderful Sommerset and this is published by Scholastic. I had the huge honor of illustrating it, and today I want to tell you a little bit more about how the illustrations came together. Kia ora, I'm Dïne, short for Amandine. I'm an illustrator, a tattoo artist and a busy mom, and I live in the middle of the southern Alps of Aotearoa, New Zealand. This book, it's about the bond between a parent and a child and the space we give kids to grow into who they are. It reminded me of the freedom I had as a child, like to play, get muddy and definitely to create. The illustration process started the old-fashioned way with pencil and paper. Here's the very first character sheet I drew. So this is my art book, by the way. Always with me to note ideas and doodle anytime. This little one here is our main character, Little Mouse. And here's Mama Mouse. Ears were a little bit big at the beginning, but we changed that along the way. I spent quite a lot of time working on the storyboard. Everything else grows from there, basically. To work on it, I printed pages with like a layout on it. It was like empty rectangles to represent the final format of the spreads, and I filled them with heaps and heaps of doodles. I did it in several steps, to be honest. So a very rough one here, then the first printed one with like a lot of view facing each other, so I can have a better idea of the rhythm of all the spreads together. And slowly I'm getting bigger on my prints. I was visiting my family in France at the time, sketching tiny mice while my big fluffy cat was watching me. Drawing a mice next to a cat felt a little bit like I was living dangerously. We worked closely with Mark and the team at Scholastic to shape the visual flow of the story. They are all wonderful creative minds, and their feedbacks is what made this book so beautiful. This is what the original illustrations looks like. Sometimes I used one paper to put several little doodles that will go on different pages. It always feels great to draw pencil on paper. I feel like the result of pencil on paper cannot be done digitally, even with a really good brush. I never find out how to recreate that kind of drawings that have a really, you know, those tiny mistaken things that are always slightly fixed by the digital process. Once the pencil work was done, I moved on to the color. So I actually used digital tools for this book, like watercolor style brushes to like try to keep that soft watercolory texture. Even digitally, I wanted it to look like something you could actually like touch, you know? And then come the cover drama. The day I had to send the final files, my scanner at home decided to like die. We were a little bit on a tight schedule for that one, and I live in the middle of nowhere, literally. So I went knocking on all the doors, asking my neighbor if they had a scanner. Just so you know, not everybody has a high quality scanner at home, or not everybody knows how to actually use their own scanner. It was a bit of a meltdown moment, to be honest, but it also reminded me how much I love my community here. Everyone helped and we got it done. You spend so long looking at each page, you know, one by one, carefully creating it, that when suddenly it's a book, it's pretty magical. And yes, the paper smells good and feels good, and that matters. Before I forget, I'm running a little giveaway for the subscribers of my newsletter. You can subscribe now, the link will be in the description, to have a chance to win one of those softcover copies. Thank you again for being here until the end. If you would like a signed copy of the book, don't forget you can email me directly. And if you get a copy with you already, I hope it will make your heart feel very big, full of love. And I can't wait to hear about it. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm not used to talk to the camera. It's winter and it's freezing here.